Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, which is to say in the Paleo Hebrew, also known as the Lashawan Kodash, Yahweh, which is the name of our Heavenly Father, meaning He is, Bahashem, meaning in the name, Yahweh Shai, meaning He is our salvation, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, a so-called black man. Your pagan holidays is rooted in wickedness. Your pagan holidays is rooted in wickedness. And this particular pagan holiday that I'm speaking of is none other than the one that they call Mother's Day, which so happens to be today, okay? May 12th, 2024. And our people are still worshiping, this pagan holiday, okay? Now, here's a little bit of information on the goddess that they serve in commemoration of who they believe they're serving when they, bring forth their presents to their mother, whether that's taking her out, for dinner, bringing her flowers, roses, what have you. It's all in commemoration of this Greek goddess, okay? This is where, Babylon the Great gets their holidays from, particularly this one that we call Mother's Day, okay? It says, what is goddess Rhea known for? In Greek mythology, Rhea is the mother of the gods, as well as the goddess of motherhood, fertility, childbirth, and comfort and good living. She is the daughter of Gaia and Uranus, two of the primordial gods who represent earth and sky, respectively, okay? So everything you have to realize is that this place, which is known as Babylon the Great, which is America, is rooted in some way, shape, or fashion in wickedness, okay? Although they try to package it up and give it to you in some type of feel-good, righteous, ceremony, it's all rooted in wickedness, okay? And the quicker you find that out, the quicker and better off you will be, okay? And we're not supposed to follow after the ways of these heathens, okay? So just wanted to bring that up and give you a little background on the whole goddess, archetype who, this place, speaking of America, Babylon the Great, perceives to give you these holidays. And this one in particular is Mother Day, okay? So now that we got that out of the way, let's go and get a few scriptures. All right, we are in the book of Jeremiah, the 10th chapter, and we're going to start at the top, verse 1. It reads, hear ye the word which Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel, Yasharallah. See, we are a separate people, okay? We are a separate nation, okay? We have laws, statutes, and commandments that we are to abide by, okay? And by disobeying and not abiding by those laws, statutes, commandments, we are looked as heathens and Gentiles, all right? So these are the things that separate us further from our power, all right? And that's why he has set watchmen to, blow the trumpet and to tell you and to warn you of these things, okay? Because now we are living in these last days where, it's unacceptable, all right, to not know. Because there's watchmen blowing the trumpet 24/7, okay? Even on these pagan holidays. So it says, hear ye the word which Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel, no other nations, okay? The Most High is not dealing with any other nations, contrary to what, the Christian church like to tell you, or any other religion. Yahweh, which is the almighty power. He isn't dealing with any other nation outside of Israel. It says, thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Right, so what is the point? The point is what it says in the top of this verse number 2. Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, okay? And these holidays are ways of the heathen, okay? They want to, bunch us all in together as one, like they did in the Maccabees, and they want us all to come under one consent, okay? And these holidays is a way for them to go about doing that, okay? So they give you these feel good type of moves to put you in. Mother's Day, Father's Day, 4th of July. You know, all these holidays is rooted in wickedness, okay? And furthermore, it goes to help, further their kingdom, because by you participating in this grid, you allow them to, categorize you, put you on analytics, metrics, and this is how they measure, and this is how they, see whether or not their economy is thriving, okay? Because they use these holidays as metrics, as measuring tools, okay? And that's all part of Esau. He's a cunning hunter. Okay, it tells us that in Genesis 25 and 27. Okay, Esau is a cunning hunter. Okay, these holidays is a way that he gets a feel to see how his economy is going, or growing, or declining. Okay, because when you all come in as one collective unit and celebrate these holidays, he can see, just how strong his dollar is, still holding on. Okay? Because why? Everybody's going to go out, spend, contribute to the economy, whether it's you working on that day, whether it's you going out to a restaurant, whether it's you buying roses, whatever it is for that particular holiday. Okay? And this is how Esau measures his economies. Okay? By these holidays. That's one way he goes about doing it. So it says what? Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen. Okay? We're not supposed to be dismayed at these stars, these signs, whatever it is. Okay? We already have a power, all right? And we're not to worship any of these other deities that Esau Edom gives before us or puts before us, okay? And Mother Day is one of the primary ones, because a lot of our people, they feel some type of way, for their mother, okay? And they are willing to what? Go against the word of the Most High to please their mother, okay? And what does it say? It tells us that. It says what? Cursed be the man who puts his trust in what? Man, and makes flesh his arm, okay? So curses you, because why? You put your trust in this man, this system, this kingdom, Esau, and you go about and you do what he tells you to do, okay? So it says, thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen. Now, let's jump over to this is Acts chapter 5 and 29. It says, then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey the Most High rather than man. So put your feelings to the side, man. This ain't about how you feel and making your mom feel proud and making your mom feel good one day out of the year. This is about doing what the Most High says, okay? So by you disobeying the Most High and celebrating, Mother's Day, you going off, okay? No matter how you try to justify it, all right? There's no going against this word, okay? And it tells us that. Let's go there and read that in St. Matthew. This is St. Matthew chapter 10 and 37. It says, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. So if you are willing to serve this kingdom, this society, and go out and go against the word of the Most High and celebrate Mother's Day because you love your mother more than the Most High, more than Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, who told us not to go out and, follow after the ways of the heathen, okay, you're not worthy of him. All right, just gonna go out and say it, plain and simple. You're not worthy of the kingdom. So if you want to be a Gentile and still stay in that Gentile state of mind, by all means necessary, that's your prerogative, okay? And you just, are going to be one of the 2/3 that get destroyed here in Babylon the Great. So it says, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. So if you are doing things that go against this word, you're showing just who you are loyal to, okay? And you can't serve two gods, okay? So if you choosing this man, his mammoth, and worshiping him and participating in his, image, his society, his economy, you going against the Most High. You're an enemy of the Most High, plain and simple. So however you try to, dress it up and want to say that you just going out showing your mom a good time, you're not really, concerned about worshiping these pagan holidays, that's a lie, okay? Because this man, this cunning hunter, has set aside a particular day just for you to do that, okay? Because like I said, the scripture said as well, this is how he takes toll and see exactly how his economy going. He's a cunning hunter. Let's go to Genesis so you can see it for yourself. 25 and 27. It says, and the boys grew, and Esau which is the progenitor of the Edomites, the so-called, white man. It says, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents. You see, so Esau, he likes to, hunt. He likes to get, data and information, and this is all part of his system, his economy, okay, his kingdom. Okay, he has these holidays put into place so that he can see just how his economy is flourishing or thriving or not. Okay, and he makes the adjustments. Okay, so when we participate and go against the word of the Most High, we only help further perpetuate his kingdom. Okay, which is why we're telling you, learn out the way of the heathens. Now, some may say, well, we have to pay our mortgage, and he knows when we pay our mortgages so he can make the adjustments. But what does it say? It says, it says what? It says the chief things of life. So it's understandable. You're going to have to, get the chief things of life, which is what? Let's go there. Okay, but the things you don't need, hey, that's these holidays, okay? That's certain, abominable foods to eat. Okay, but the chief things is understandable. Okay, those are the things you need. Okay, give us this day our daily bread. All right. So the Most High, he understands our situation. He knows that we're going to have to go to this man for all wants and needs because we are under the curses currently. All right. But to go and sin willfully, there's no excuse for that. So this is Sirach, or also known as Ecclesiasticus. And we're going to jump down to verse Salakia, chapter 29, and then verse 21. And it reads, the chief thing for life is what? Water and bread and clothing and a house to cover shame. Okay. So yes, Esau may have, statistics and stats on these things. Okay. Because these are the chief things. Okay. This is a give me. He has to have this. This is the, things that we have to have in this society. Okay. We need food. We need water. We need a house. These are the things that is written in the curses that we will go to our enemy for all our wants. Clothing, okay? But it doesn't say that we need to go to him, and spend our money on his pagan holidays, Mother's Day, 4th of July, sea boil cookouts when you go and eat, all these abominable seafood, shrimp, crabs, and lobster, catfish. We don't need to go to him for all these things. All right. So there's no excuse other than you just like wickedness. Okay. And what does it tell us? It tells us that in Jeremiah, let's go there. Jeremiah 4 and 22. It says what? For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. Right. Our people don't seem to get the, picture, okay? They want to continue to sin, all right? They don't acknowledge the Most High, okay? We supposed to acknowledge him in all our ways, okay? Proverbs 3 and right around verse 5. So it says, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge, right? And that's our people. We just want to continue to, wallow in our sins and our wickedness and think that, the Most High is somehow some type of, genie that when we clap our hands, he's to come running and answering our prayers. Okay. Although we've been sinning, not trying to keep the law, statute, commandments to the best of our abilities. When things go awry, you expect for, him to show up on the, drop of a dime. You think you're just going to say a prayer and all of a sudden he's going to show up and show out for you when you haven't did anything that's, warrant that. Okay. So it says Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. Right. And that's why the Most High has set up watchmen to tell you these things, okay? And now there's no cloak for your sin because now you know. And, it's a give me. Hey, by now, people know, especially, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, that we're not supposed to, be doing the things of these heathens, worshiping these holidays, eating these abominable foods, sleeping around with, other people, spouses, so on and so forth. Okay. So there's no excuse for your sins. All right. Now this is Proverbs 3:5. It says, trust in Yahweh with all thy heart and lean not unto thy own understanding. So thinking you're going to go out and show your mom a good time, just because you feel like it's no big thing, that's leaning on your own understanding when we were specifically told not to worship any other God. Okay. And it's clear that this society acknowledged, Rhea as the mother goddess. Okay. And they go and they, put a certain day aside for you to worship and commemorate your mother as the mother goddess, okay? As the, woman of nourishing, fertility, and so on and so forth. So it says, verse 6, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Right. And if you're not acknowledging him by, worshiping and serving these other idols, then he's not going to direct your paths and guide you in that time of, calamity. Okay. On the contrary, he's going to laugh and mock at you in that time. Proverbs 26. If I'm not mistaken. Proverbs 26. And let's see. Slakia. It was Proverbs 1:26. So this is Proverbs 1:26. It reads, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. So when you think that you're just going to snap your fingers and send up a prayer and the Most High is going to, answer it because, you're in dire straits, he's going to mock you. He's going to laugh at you, okay? Because when you had the time, to show your obedience, you chose not to, okay? So doing these pagan holidays is going off, okay? And the Most High doesn't, acknowledge those, okay? That's why it tells us in what? Let's go there. Exodus chapter 20. And let's just start at verse 3. It says, thou shalt have no other gods before me. And, serving and worshiping this day, which is known as Mother Day, is putting, that goddess archetype, in front of the Most High. Okay. Which one of their names, in the Greek mythology is Rhea. But she has other names going back to, Egypt when her name was known as Ceramis. Okay. So it says what? Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, For I, Yahweh, thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. And that's right. And you serve and you go and worship these other, deities, these other gods, even if in the form of your mother, you take her out and, you may not get on your knees and serve her, but you are taking her out. You are buying her food. You are getting her roses. You are doing this all in the commemoration of, serving a pagan holiday by the name of the Mother's Day. You showing you hate the Most High. Okay, plain and simple. You can't serve two gods. Okay, tells us that in the book of St. Matthew. For either you would hate the one and love the other, or you would despise, both. Okay, you cannot serve the Most High and Mammon. Let's see if I can go there, because I don't want to chop that up, worse than I've already done. So let's see if we can just get the account. St. Matthew 6:24, it says, no man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High and Mammon, right? And when you go out and you spend your money on these holidays, you showing just who your allegiance is aligned to, okay? It's aligned to this beast system, okay? You serving Mammon, all right? You put in your money, your energy into the system, okay? Whether you know it or not, all right? And that's why we're warning you, okay? In fact, we're tearing down these strongholds that this, devil has put up, okay, to further draw you away from your power, all right? Let's read that. 2 Corinthians. Let's get two precepts in 2 Corinthians, okay? The first is 2 Corinthians 2 and verse 11. And it reads, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Right. And we know one of his devices is to get us to sin. And he puts these holidays in front of us, knowing our people will eat it up. Okay. Because our people are foolish. They are sottish children, quick to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. All right. And Satan knows that. Okay. Because for the longest we were, that sheep without a shepherd. Okay. But now the Most High, he has risen up his service in these last days, to, give us warnings and to, have us take heed. All right. So it says what? Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So we got to be aware. Okay. We have to be circumspect. Okay. We have to be sober, vigilant, continue to watch. All right. Because, Satan, he's going to keep trying to come with these ways to keep us, down and out, so that we don't have a hedge around us in this time that's getting ready to come forward. Okay. It's not like Satan's going to come out, which is the adversary, and the physical counterpart, the so-called white man, and say, well, you shouldn't really be worshiping in these holidays because they don't do you any good. No, he's going to continue to let them roll all the way up until the end. So you can continue to sin all the way up into the end when these missiles come to take this place out, which is Babylon the Great, America, okay? Satan doesn't have your best interests at heart, all right? He's looking to destroy as many as he can. And that's why he gives us these avenues and these outs to sin, okay? Willfully. So this is 2 Corinthians. Let's jump over a few verses to 10. And then let's jump down to verse... Verse 4. It says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Right. So we, are prophesying in the spirit, telling our people to repent, turn back from your wicked ways. Okay. So that you can have that hedge around you once all hell breaks loose. Okay. Because if you are relying on, some type of carnality to deliver yourself, you going off, okay? That's why we read in Jeremiah the 17th chapter, or not read, but that's why we quoted, roughly paraphrasing in Jeremiah the 17th chapter, right around the 5th or maybe somewhere along the 6th, 7th verse, that it says, cursed be the man that put his trust in man and make flesh his arm, okay? If you put trust and faith in this society, this system, this man, and his, carnality, then you're going to be cursed, okay? So it says what? For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the power to the pulling down of strongholds. And what's one of these strongholds that Esau Edom has put before our people? You know, Mother Day. That's a big stumbling block for our people, because our people, a lot of them, speaking of Jake, are mama boys, man. A lot of Jake, they love their mom to a fault, okay? And they willing to do a lot of things, all right? And not just their mom, their woman as well, okay? Jake got a soft spot, That's why, who was that? Not who was that, but I believe it was Rhea, she and Jake, they, supplanted the birthright from, Esau, okay? So Jake has always had, a soft spot for his mom, and Esau knew that, okay? And that's why Esau plays on him like that, all right? Esau knows Esau knows exactly what he's doing, okay? You got to remember, we read that he's a cunning hunter, okay? Let me go there to make sure I had the right name. Yeah, so, you know, Rebecca, Rebecca, which is, Jacob and Esau's mom, Jake had Rebecca and Jake had a closer bond than Esau because, for the most part, Jake's a mama boy. So Esau know he can get one up with this holiday, which is Mother's Day, and have Jake to go out there and sin because Jake gonna go all out for his mom, man. Jake might not have a lot, but he'll go all out for his mom. If that's buying her flowers or roses or some type of form of affection, he gonna do it. And Esau knows that, and that's why he gives us those days. Particular, Mother's Day. That's the day of all to go out and sin. Okay, and the Most High says, "He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me." Not saying that you can't show your mom affection, but if you go out on this day, which is set aside to commemorate this mother goddess, and you go out and you spend and you serve, you showing your alliance, who you are aligned to in this society, okay? So he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. So you're not worthy of the Most High, okay? So it says 2 Corinthians 10:4, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the power to the pulling down of strongholds. Okay, and that's exactly what we're doing. Through the power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, we're pulling down these strongholds that, Esau Edom has put up. All right. So, coming and bringing forth this light and shining this light on this wicked holiday, which is Mother Day, that's pulling down a stronghold. All right. So we have to continue to bring these things out for our people. All right. To continue to remind them, that, hey, this system, this kingdom is not for you, okay? No matter how they try to dress it up and give you a day to commemorate your mother, it's not actually rooted in that. It's actually rooted in some other type of, wicked, pagan, ritualistic, holiday, okay? So that's why we, come out and do these lessons. Now we're gonna, finish up and close out and take it to First Peter. First Peter chapter 5 and verse 8, and it reads what? Be sober, be vigilant. Why? Because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Right, and he's going to give you these days to, dig a hole deeper for yourself, okay? He has days in each month just about year round. So he continues to keep you in that perpetual state of, going off, okay? He has just about a holiday in every month of the year, okay? And the ones that he don't, he has it covered by your birthday, by you celebrating your birthday, or going and eating some type of abominable food or what have you, all right? He has it covered pretty much 24/7, all right? So that's why we have to continue to be sober and be vigilant, continue to watch, because you may think you're doing a noble thing, taking your mom out, buying her roses, flowers, what have you, and you all the while you going off. Okay, so continue to be sober and be vigilant. Okay, because if not, hey, your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. All right, and with that being said, pray someone was edified through this lesson. And until the next time, if it be the Lord's will, stay strong, stay in the faith. We almost home. Shalom. Peace.